Yes.
Yes.
Tantalizer.
Mr. Eddy.
You know what we should have done?
8 notes. That's what I need to call you.
Yeah, you
by.
can call me whatever, bro.
Go ahead,
I should have recorded the B-roll of the place, but I will.
Okay.
Before we leave, so we can use it to mix it up.
That's cool. You know.
But anyways, like we said, the plans are finally making out the notepad, and we've got a few questions for each other. I've been seeing you doing the chicken and the kind of questions series.
Yeah, you've only seen one episode.
Would this be considered as one of them, or it's a different one?
Nah, this is a different vibe.
A different thing, yeah, it's different because there's no chicken here.
It's just matcha
and coffee. Well, I was for the questions that I had to ask you. There's loads of them, but for time, I don't think I can ask you too many questions today. But anyways, did you know your content would pop off when you started?
Did I know my content would pop when I started?
Yeah.
Nah. I was just like, I knew something would work, something would happen, because my experience with door-to-door sales taught me law of averages. Just, go through your 100 people. If you go through 100 people, like in terms of qualifying people, you're gonna get at least one yes, maybe 2 yeses.
So you did sell door-to-door, like door-to-door marketing?
Yeah, I've done door-to-door marketing. So I done sales. So I was in, I was selling internet.
Okay.
Internet. Sorry, I got my retainers in and it's annoying the hell out of me.
Nice, it's alright, bro.
Yeah, I got that.
That thing is invisible.
And that's why it's called Invisalign.
Yo.
Yes, so I done door-to-door sales, selling internet. I was working with the likes of Virgin, TalkTalk, E, BT, Sky, and just trying to sell their services, whether that be broadband, internet, or the whole thing as a package. And as I was doing that, I was interacting with different people. And my first day, I got the door slammed in my face, and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, yo, this is actually painful. But I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, if I can actually get through that and carry on and actually make a sale, I don't care. No one can chat to me. You know, like I can bop through with next level confidence. So I've done that for like 6 months, 7 months. I worked my way up to like an account management role in that firm. And afterwards, I was like, you know what, why not just bring that to social media? Because I wanted to do social media originally, but I was like, the thought of people like seeing me and laughing at me, not with me, it's like a video will flop as well. Yeah. I'm not gonna get any views, it's gonna be peak. I'm just gonna be embarrassed. But I was like, bro, if I can actually get embarrassed in person and still go through it and actually do my thing, then social media is not like a no-brainer to me kind of thing, so.
That means you actually went in with the right mind state. You knew what was going to happen likely. You see the concept you just talked about if you reach 100 people, a lot of them will say no, but there will be a few yes in there.
Yeah.
It's a concept we call bombing in Nigeria.
Was it?
We call it bombing.
Bombing?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds a bit sus, like,
yeah,
hey,
it is. Like. It was derived from some nasty place, but it became very popularized. Everyone just knows, in life you have to bump. What it means is you try so many things or one thing in so many ways, and eventually it will work out. So for like musicians, look at it like your favorite artists have more songs unreleased than the ones that you've heard. So let's say a Burna Boy, for instance, if he's got about 70 to 80 songs on Spotify right now, he's probably recorded over 600 records.
That's ridiculous.
In his lifetime, maybe over 1,000. So you record so many, put them out, and then one or few of them pop off. So I think your approach was very nice. And also considering you've got that marketing background, that means you can make peas more easily than
everyone says
people,
that, but it's a weird one as well, because with social media, it's like, it's almost like you have to kind of put on a front to get that sales aspect in certain elements. So I'm trying to think of an example. I know, like your hooks and stuff are very important in videos. Important. It's a pitch. I haven't used the whole pitch concept in social media the way I used it with door-to-door sales. And I think that's what's like, I need to kind of bridge that gap in terms of my content. So
if you can, it would be an improvement. However, there's always something that we actively do and know, but we don't know. We think it's common knowledge. The way you see content in relation to the income part wouldn't be the same as someone like myself. I would have to learn, okay, I mean, making content, I know I need to get paid because I just came out of a career that I had to get paid before I do anything, right? But for an average guy, let's say he's in college and he's making content, he might fall in love with the process, and then he falls in love with the attention and seeing the progress on social media, and probably at some point get more subscribers or followers than you have right now, but not get paid as much as you are. So yes, you need to create a balance, but I think you're in a better place considering that you already know there's something supposed to come in exchange for this. As compared to, now look back, how many offers people have asked you to do stuff for free and you just, you know, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say no to that.
I feel bad. You know what it is? I think I've started to get to the position I'm in now. I've started to get to the point where I'm like, you know what? I can just like, nah, it's not by force.
Exactly.
But yeah, beforehand, obviously, I felt obliged. Like I had to do that, obviously, to get my name out there and stuff. So,
because without that experience you've had, I think you would say yes more times than no. And yeah, who knows? It might might make you burn out very quickly where you're always busy, but it's no peace.
I think with that, especially with opportunities when starting off, it's important to say yes. To like a lot of
to the right people though.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of nonsense can come from
of course. Bro, so much nonsense will come. So much nonsense will definitely come. When you start getting emotion, people will just want to come to you.
You know what I mean? But for you, so you've gone from obviously like being a music engineer to videography. Who's the biggest artist would you say that you were able to collaborate with?
It's I can't even say, you know, as a mixed engineer, I've worked with, I would say Burna Boy. But then I don't have the credits to show for it, so I don't get to mention it.
Hey, it's calm. I'll take your word for it. Brother.
It's a handful. I've got Fino. I've got you know what? Yeah, it disappears from my head. I might need to look at the playlist because when you ask me these questions, I don't even know who I work with anymore.
Nah, it's cold though.
Let me look at the playlist.
Afrobeat, innit?
Yeah, it's mostly Afrobeat.
Niger artists. So and were they all predominantly based in Niger or?
Most of them. So yeah, I worked with DJ Tunes, who's Whiskey's DJ.
Sick.
Yeah, I've got a record with Oxlade. Now I remember, I can see it. So yeah, Casey mixed lots of songs, almost a full album. This guy's popping off right now, Buff. Did stuff with him. Kemwell. I'm just looking at the playlist of songs that I worked on in recent times. Yeah. Mr. Dodge. Ricardo Banks, he's big too. Zlatan, he's big too. Yeah.
What?
So Tenny. Yeah, Tenny, not the lady.
Yeah, the singer.
The girl. Yeah.
I'm on
Jeff Akko, Kwame Eugene, Ghanaians.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kwame. What?
Yeah, it's been a few people.
That is cold.
Yeah, bro. Some of these people are still active, some are not active anymore. Some of them I worked with them before they got big and now they're big.
Sick.
And
so you can be part of the come-up story if they give you their flout, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I worked with this cinema. I have a record with Burna that was out, but it was someone featuring him.
Sick.
And I did have 2 records with Burna, but didn't get approved for the album. The songs didn't make the album, so
makes sense.
I lost out on that.
Fair enough. Gotta charge it, innit?
Yeah?
Gotta charge it.
Yeah, bro, charge the game. It is what it is.
So in terms of, you know, from Niger, what would you say Nigeria thrives in and the UK lacks in? And then vice versa also.
It's a very nuanced conversation. It just depends on who you're talking to. It depends on the kind of lifestyle that you're leading. Personally, obviously I'm here now, I live here now, and I want to live here long term. There are some Nigerian brothers that you will speak to that will not say the same thing. They think they come here, they spend time here, they're like, oh, you know what, I can't wait to go back home. Nigerians. I'm a Kwaibo. So Idioko.
That's
a lot of few ones, you know, So things that Nigeria strive in. Nigeria strives in, I want to say the sense of community is different. I won't say it's better, but it's different. When you're in Nigeria, depending on how you look at it, you might think that people don't mind their business as much as they do here. You might also look at it like people don't care for you as much here as they do back home.
Okay.
Yeah, here in the United Kingdom, England, I mean, there's English culture. People are polite, but then you could live at a house and not know your neighbors for a few months.
I can't lie, I don't know my neighbors.
You see what I'm saying? That wouldn't happen back home. Back home where you would at least know someone from that lives close to you. And if you're in a rural area and you're raising kids, you don't really have to worry as much because the next door neighbor's mom is not going to hesitate to tell off your kid.
Yeah,
As compared to here, there's certain things
you
people
got
just
child
will do.
services that you want to touch on our kids. You
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's, let me let the mom deal with it, and that's not my business. So it's just different. And other things that Nigeria strives in that the UK is lacking, it's probably the wrong things.
Yeah. Give me an example.
Like the lawlessness.
Okay.
There are certain times where the lawlessness
It's a
is
jungle,
enjoyable.
innit?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a jungle.
But here it's very by the
That's
books,
fine.
and people
Sorry.
will people will think about certain consequences and not do certain things. Like back home, knowing that you don't have to pay council tax, you don't have to pay little things like insurance is optional.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that's a good thing, but so you could have something that Nigeria, I think the UK lacks is ownership. As a person,
But then can't you own land?
Here in the UK, in Nigeria you can't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So in Nigeria you can own land,
Yeah.
own a house, you can own stuff, and just know that this is mine, no questions asked. Here in the UK, I'm not very knowledgeable about the land and the landlord,
like
real estate, situation.
Yeah.
So I might be wrong, but I hear people say they have a lease for a piece of land for 50 years, for 100 years, and the house. Even if you own the house, you still have to pay. What's it called? Property tax.
Yeah,
pay council tax.
That's true.
And
even in I know, like in the will.
Yeah.
So if you get given a will, or certain, like if your dad passed
inheritance
away,
tax.
exactly.
So all these little things just make it feel like you don't really own stuff. And you look at your car. If your car is on finance, it belongs to the finance company, not you. You have, if you pay it off, then it's yours. So it's just all these little things, and I don't think it's a pro and a con here. I just think it's variation. That's how I think about so many things in life.
Okay, so
I
what
think
would you
it's just
say?
Variety.
What would you say? Flip it now. The UK, of course, thrives in
that Nigeria lacks.
Yeah.
The UK thrives in some of the things that, like I said, depending on who you're talking to, might see it as a pro. Looking at it from the other perspective, the UK is there's law. The law and order here is very active and strict compared to back home.
Yeah.
There's certain times you see people have arguments and they've been talking about this. You can see they're very serious, but they're not going to throw hands.
Yeah.
Because there's cameras everywhere looking at them. They know you start some hustle and bustle now. You get in some trouble. Back home, it's not like that. So I like the lawful setting here. I like the opportunities, especially. I appreciate the United Kingdom for the fact that I know if I'm doing something, see the way you started doing content and you could tell that this is going to work.
I mean, yeah. In my head, I was just delusional.
Yeah, me moving here, I've seen people start something and succeed at what they started more than I have back home.
Okay. Wow.
I know the population is different. It's vastly different. Back home is like a 220 million plus. Here is about 100 and something. Is it even up to 100?
I think it's a bit less.
Less than 100 million. So I know it's different. So the chances of you succeeding here are way higher.
Yeah, okay.
Than back home. Back home, you have to be the best.
Yeah, you have to actually like niche. You have to be niche in your niche.
Yeah, here, I'm not saying people are not experts at what they do, but someone could just start something, give it time, and people will subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Because most people are working day jobs, 9 to 5. They've got something they're focusing on, and you don't have as much competition. If you're like an auto mechanic and you're specialized in fixing BMWs, it's only going to take you a few years, and people around Liverpool will know you for that.
Shit.
Back home, you specialize in something, there's probably like 20 other people around that specialize in the same thing.
Yeah.
So you have to really, it's crazy. So I think the opportunities here are more. Being here makes me feel like I can be whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I just need to be good at it and focus. People will subscribe to what I do. Yeah.
Sure,
it's not the same back home. Back home, whatever you're doing, I've seen it before.
That's crazy.
Oh, you're a content creator. There's 6 other guys in my compound that do the same thing.
Them though.
So that's the difference. And I was wondering, being Scouse and Nigerian, I think it's a superpower.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think it's a superpower. However, did you ever feel like there's an in-between feeling culture-wise? Do you ever feel like, you're not fully Scouse
I know
or you're
they
not fully
adapt now.
Nigerian, or by at this
I
time,
know they adapt. You
Yeah?
understand? Yeah. It's like I feel like especially growing up anyway, like thank God for my parents, because they put me in environments where obviously I was surrounded by like just Nigerians, you know what I mean? So I was understand like, okay, so this is how it operates. Even in my school, they weren't like Scousers like that. Like I went to a Christian private school.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the people that were there, majority of the people that were
Yeah.
there were not like as strong Scouse accents.
Yeah.
You know, so it was quite neutral and like posh Scouse, if that, a lot of London accents. But I don't know. I think when I started to see, like when I started to play football, like Sunday league, and experience like Scouse friends, like proper Scouse friends. I'm talking like Gaston, maybe like some talky people, Croxted, you know, Nogsy, and I'm like interacting with these mans. I'm like, wow, this accent is
different.
wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can pick small things here and there. But then obviously when I'm in church, like I was like, guy, why are you talking like that? And
You're
I'm
back
like,
to
you understand? So I was just like, okay, let me see how I can next to you. But the truth is, I'm from this place, you know.
This is where you're from, yeah.
Exactly, it's my homeland, you know what I mean? So I started to understand the accent and obviously some phrases a bit more, do my due diligence, see like what the city is really about, how the people. I only started to really engulf myself in the culture of Liverpool when I was around about, I'd say like maybe 17, 16, only because I was so like, a lot of the black people that I grew up with had this idea. It was like London is the best place, the only place that you need to concentrate from, especially being like up north and African, you know what I mean? Because they don't rate us around here. But I was like, I don't care, man. I'll make my rate us up here. Like, it's where I'm from. So let me just.
I think they do rate. They do rate.
I feel like now, but back in the day, brother, it was.
That feeling of not being rated, I think it's a global thing.
Nah, I think it wasn't even not being racist. It was just racism. Like racism was crazy.
Well, at some point, yeah.
Bro, like especially during football, like fans will be very creative when they come to
the racist thing.
They were like, "Wow, it's your little tree swinger," and I'm just like, "Yo, you calling me a monkey? You didn't call me a monkey, but you called me a monkey." You know what I mean? So it's like, oh wow, that's how it is. But I feel like that's honestly everywhere, and racism comes just with being different. You know, people just. Especially if they don't like indifference, they're gonna obviously feel a type of way. So
talking about racism, I don't think it will ever end.
Nah.
I think you just need to learn to understand what and why.
Yeah, man.
Even back home, we can't say racism because we're all black, right? But we are tribalistic. Yeah, there's tribalism. We have 36 states.
This match is
Go
lame,
ahead.
bro. I wasn't a fan
Slapping,
before.
yeah?
Yeah, the whole thing. And
you know what's funny? I haven't had matcha before.
This is like my second time, and every single time, third time. The other two times I was like, this is dead. But this is lame,
it's what?
Bro.
It's banana, right? Banana.
It's vanilla oat latte matcha, I think it is.
Because it looks green, it pushes me away. It makes me.
I just think
I feel like it's leaves
like
inside.
grass.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm not a rabbit, bro. But this one's actually half decent. But sorry, you were saying, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. What was I even saying?
What is it? So with
racism, tribalism. Back home, it's there.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but it's there. You know, where you see someone from the West. Not everyone, but on average, you know. Sometimes when you make a statement, say people from this part act like this, there's always someone that pops up and say, it's not everyone. I didn't say it's everyone, but we know England is a place of football.
Yeah.
People play basketball here, people play everything else, but football is predominantly the sport, right?
It's meant to be our
So yeah, that's what I mean. But back home,
we'll see when the World Cup happens though. World Cup is very important for us. So, but Niger doing their thing in AFCON. So,
Niger can. I mean, we've got our own thing going on, but we can't be fighting alongside with England.
The mans who
get football
created
from us,
football.
bro. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I hear.
Yeah, we have agriculture that you guys don't have. Anyways, the tribalism thing is just people from maybe the West think people from the East because they're very different, and the uneducated ones, the unexposed ones, don't. Instead of trying to like learn from the differences, they think you're inferior. or they think they're superior, and you go to the East and they think the same. It's just bad, bro. But I have noticed that it's getting better now with the internet bringing too much information into our faces, and we're seeing how different people from other parts of the world are.
Yeah.
So it's even, although it's got its pros and cons, it's adulterating or watering down our own cultures and traditions. But at the same time, it's making us see the light more and understand people are just different. It's not like this person is better than me or worse than me.
Just different.
Yeah. So with the racism in the United Kingdom, I've had my fair share of it, but I don't think it will ever stop me, or it has ever been enough to make me feel like, oh yeah, this was a I don't care. I just think if you don't like me, you just don't like me. There's another Scouts guy that likes me.
Literally, bro. So let me just focus on that, brother.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. It has never been a thing where I'm like, oh yeah, this is a racist place. I don't think there's anywhere in the world you go that will fully understand you and just think that you're them. If you want to feel like that, just go back to your hometown.
For real.
That's honestly how it is.
Like, that's fast. And that's the whole thing with the whole boats thing and everything. Like, at the same time, obviously, I get both arguments. You know, if I'm someone who's been working my whole life and then I'm seeing opportunities that I should be getting, go to someone else who's obviously maybe not got the legal rights to be here. Of course, I'm going to be vexed. But then at the same time, if mans are coming here and then doing the full documentation, whatever, and trying to just better themselves, better their lives, as well as mans who are fleeing like war-torn countries and stuff, peak, you know what I mean? So people just have to do what they have to do. But the people that I don't agree with are mans who are saying, oh, what does it stop the boats, but aren't even putting in any work or contributing to society in any shape or form. And they're not from here, you know? But yeah, techie subjects.
Yeah, that's a very touchy and techy subject, like you said.
Especially over here. Like,
and when you listen to the arguments, it's not even, I wouldn't even say both sides, because like 3-4 sides of the argument at this point. There's a stop the boats for no reason. There's a stop the boats for this reason.
It's silly, man.
There's a let the boats keep coming.
You know what I mean?
There's so many
like,
different sides of the argument at this point. Bro. But yeah, sometimes when you listen to them, you can tell where they are coming from. Sometimes I understand where people are coming from, but I don't understand where they're going.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, you know what? We need to just
floating.
Yeah, it's just information at the end of the day. If you have the right information, maybe we wouldn't feel or be on each other's neck so much. So Tammy, working with you for the past few months, I can tell you are a reclusive person as compared to what we see on the internet, where you're very chatty patty, you know. But in person, you're very laid back. You would rather enjoy your own company than be in the midst of a crowd.
Yeah.
Do you think that has influenced your content positively, or if you were a more outgoing person, would it have been a plus?
I don't know. I just think I just know when to switch it on and switch it off. You know, like I think certain situations, I'm gonna refer back to door to door. Like it wasn't just door to door that made me like socially aware, but I also done domiciliary care. So working with like the elderly and working with people with like disabilities, people who can't basically look after themselves, kind of thing. And just in like those environments, I started to just understand people just operate differently. So if I'm in an environment where everyone's quite bubbly, I'm gonna adapt to that environment and also be bubbly while trying to keep my own, you know, morals and values, kind of thing. As long as my morals and values don't change, then I feel like it's okay to either be very ecstatic in certain situations, very like mellow and chill in certain situations as well. But as I am, I feel like yeah, it's I say it's an advantage that in my mind, in my eyes anyway. To be like,
I think the biggest advantage is the fact that you know how to switch it off and on.
Yeah.
And you know when to come out and act like you're outside versus being indoors and just being okay with it.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that's why I think obviously I see streamers like, you know, Kai, I Shall Speed, you know, these mans who are very, you know, I don't want to, they might not even be as eccentric as they make themselves out to be. You know what I mean? On camera.
True.
But obviously that's what their audience loves, you know, and it's trying to appeal to their audience, but then at the same time, I've appealed to the audience that I do have, but I'm also trying to make sure that the community that I have is like, yo, you actually know me for me also, which is, that gets told to content creators all the time, like, yo, you want to stay true to your authentic self kind of thing, but the videos that bang the most is when maybe you're putting on a front, or you know, you're just being extravagant, when in reality you're maybe not so wild. But
Now that makes sense.
But yeah, it's a techie one, man. It's a techie one. I say it's a good thing.
The perception of real life versus the internet is different.
Yeah.
And if more people would understand that, what you see online is not very equal to what it is in real life.
For real.
Maybe we wouldn't be so furious about certain things.
Yeah,
because
100%.
like you said, most of the streamers are deliberately planning events, deliberately planning
It's stuff
stunts.
called rage bait.
Yeah.
You're trying to bait me into being angry,
so you can make a clip from
you know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro.
And at some point, we didn't even know that was a thing.
Initially.
When it started, we thought most of the interactions were just real life, IRL interactions. And then we realized, yo, this thing was actually set up. Maybe the guy sitting here that you poured the drink on knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the reaction from the passerbys is what you're actually looking for to capture on camera, which is going to bring the views. Everyone gets paid, everyone gets happy. But then there's someone else thinking, well, why would you pour a drink on a stranger? No, not knowing this guy was in on the game.
Well, it's a very monetized, environment that we're in at the moment. But that's why I feel like it's important to have like a good circle of people who do keep you grounded. And that's one of the things why I'm so big on church. Not only obviously what it teaches or whatever, but it's because of the communal aspect of it. The aunties and uncles that I have, they're friends that I have been friends with all my life. That would be like, yo, Tommy, why are you moving like that, man? Like, pattern up, what the hell?
Yeah.
And you need that. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's
like,
important.
okay, cool, calm. But not out of, envy or like malice or anything, but out of love. That actually.
It's important.
So
I believe as humans, we need each other to grow. I've always said this, that my opinion is that self-made is a myth. Yeah. I don't think anyone can be self-made or is self-made. Even if you're a drug dealer, you need a plug to supply you the wholesale for you to be able to retail and make money. You even need the fiends to call your phone to make the deliveries. So how are you self-made? We need each other as humans to just grow. Yeah. Simple as that. To tell each other off when we see we're emotional animals. And if you're not getting reminded of even the thing that you know, that's why religion strives. That's why we go to church every Sunday. You look at the legal profession, the medical field. These men have read bare books in their time, bro. The lawyers have read so much books before they graduate. Doctors the same. But with religion, I was born a Christian, right? You see, the Bible is not that big, but we read that our whole life, studied our whole life. You need to remember those things to stay on the path. So as humans, I think it's the same that applies to us. If once in a while your friend or your family tells you, yo, it's like you're going out of the direction a little bit more. Remember I think it's needed. It shouldn't be a thing where we're very defensive, like, you can't be telling me what to do, brother. Yeah. You go live by yourself in a jungle for long enough, you start to lose your humanity.
Literally, and become like Tarzan and them, man.
So,
what I mean?
I do appreciate the guidance from family and friends. Yeah, it's very, very important. It helps you just reflect on yourself.
What about, quick one. So, we're going to go to cuisine, because obviously, you know me,
you like
for food. Like a chicken and kind of, all that malachi. But, what would you say is better, Nigerian cuisine or British cuisine?
I wouldn't pick anyone.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Why are you lying?
I'm being very honest, bro. To be honest, I don't care about food. I only eat so I don't die.
I eat food out of enjoyment.
I don't eat food like, this food is so...
Yeah, I'm just taking the flavors, you know what I mean? This texture here, this seasoning here.
I'm not even going to be the one to tell you, this restaurant's food is better than that one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't bookmark them things. I just yum, and that's it. If it's really bad, then fine. Man. I know, it didn't taste nice.
Wow.
So, Nigerian cuisine, I think if you're looking at Nigerian, the variety is more
You reckon?
Yeah, when you say
Better than
British,
fish and chips.
you see what I'm saying? Fish and chips and what? What else?
You got a full English. You've got plenty there.
So fish and chips, full English.
You got a scouse. You got a scouse meal. You know what I mean? Which is like
it's probably gonna be like 4, bro.
Yeah, there's only a half. I can't lie.
So
yeah.
when you no disrespect to the UK, I love the UK. Yeah, I love the UK food and everything. But if you're saying British food,
there's not British.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
If you're saying Nigerian food, bro,
there's Eforiro,
Come on.
know, there's Suya, there's
every state has something.
Yeah.
So out of like the 36 states, yeah, you see Afang. My state alone, Afang, Eddy Kangikong, Editan, Atidot.
Editan. What's the one you have it in a leaf?
Epang.
Kukwa.
So that's Epang. So how many now? 4 now, yeah. Because let me start again.
Yeah.
Afang, Editan, Ikong, Epang.
Kukwa.
You have Abak.
Abba.
There's a Tidot.
What?
There's a Buffet. Like, bro, it's
What?
we probably have like 10
Yeah,
where I'm from. Then
yeah.
the next state has got their own. The next state has got their own. So the variety in Nigeria is massive
don't
when it comes to
stop.
food. Yeah.
God damn.
It just don't stop.
Let me know.
Rice, yeah, is cooked in different ways.
What do you mean you don't just use water and boil it?
Yeah,
Right?
but you
Yo.
remix it into different things.
Okay.
There's MTN rice. There's jollof rice. There's fried rice.
There's coconut.
There's coconut rice. There's this, that.
True.
I think what gives the variety in the United Kingdom is another thing about the United Kingdom that I like. I like the variety in the United Kingdom. Everybody has got some story to tell. Everyone has got heritage. So you meet someone, he's from Fazak,
You know that.
but he's got Nigerian background. You meet another guy, he's from L8, right? He's from Turkey, but he's got maybe a Somali background.
Oh yeah, that's for Somalis.
You see what I'm saying?
That's for Somalis in Turkey. Yeah.
So
100%.
that's just how it is. So everybody you meet in the United Kingdom comes from somewhere historically.
That's true. So.
Even the Caucasians come from somewhere historically.
the more time the Caucasians here, like Scottish and like you know Irish and that.
Yeah, I met a guy. He's Scouse. He's very, very Scouse, and he was telling me that he knows his great grandparents were Vikings. Yeah, he still looks like Ragnar Lothbrok, bro. He's tall, got a beard and everything.
Go on.
So he was like digging into this past.
You know, I have no enemies, Vinland Saga. Shout out to you for that. Good.
So yeah, he said his ancestors were from Norway, and so he really into the Norse thing. He's got bare Norse tattoos and stuff.
Ragnarok, you know.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to food, in relation to diversity, you will have Indian food, Italian food, Somali food. You will see
there's a Mexican bar that's right opposite us called Burrito.
The Pakistani brothers, they chef up something nice, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the variety here. But the variety in the UK is from different countries. The variety in Nigeria is all Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? So food-wise, wherever I'm at in the world, bro, I'll just yum. Whatever it is, I'll just eat.
Are you allergic to anything?
Nothing. I'm not allergic to anything. I just don't like pepper. Pepper messes me up. Yeah.
What a fake Nige, man.
I just don't like pepper. It's just my my kryptonite.
What would you say is, especially in the creative industry, is lacking in the UK? Like what? Not even lacking. I say missing.
Missing.
Yeah. So what's something that's missing in the UK creative industry?
I think we need more competition.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think we need more competition. If we have more people, maybe I'm only saying this from the perspective of where I'm from. If we have more people doing the same thing, it forces other people, the people in the field, to step up. So we have great, like, I'm a videographer. I make YouTube videos. There are really amazing YouTubers. There are great videographers. But then, when you have more of us, the businesses will start to see the difference. Because for now, businesses don't really know the difference. It's like, oh yeah, you make it. That some of them know, some don't. You know when they say the customer is always right, that's not true.
Yeah.
Sometimes the client doesn't even know what to expect, and you're giving subpar work, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. They're willing to pay a little money because they don't know what they could possibly get. So I feel like if we have more people being creative in the United Kingdom, and it becomes a thing that people know that, yeah, UK is...
Creative in what sense though? I feel like it's a very broad
like
term.
Everything, bro. Creating content, shooting content, audio, music. Like I think we've had this conversation before behind the scene that in the United Kingdom, as a mix engineer looking into the music scene, the music in the country is properly mixed when the artist has a record deal. The independent artists don't, I don't want to say don't have access to the.
It's harder for them to.
Yeah, it's harder for them to get those clean mixes, the professional sounding audio until they get signed. If we had more mix engineers, right, they would learn off each other, strive to improve till to a point where the guy from your college would mix a song and it sound very great for you.
Yeah.
You know, the production is good, but the engineering, which is a very niche thing, it's not where it's meant to be just yet.
Yeah.
Compared to the way it is globally. Like America, for instance. You see American independent artists put out music, it slaps. The mix is really good because there's so many options, right? So I think the only thing lacking here is compared to back home is the competition for you to know that there's like 10 Tammys doing exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing.
I need to make sure that whatever it is that I do, I can put my own.
Imagine if you go out and you ask people about chicken and a can of Coke and there's 6 other people asking the same question. How would you feel?
I was like, I'll allow that question then.
Either you quit or you upgrade the thing.
Yeah, true.
So, but if it's only whenever we hear chicken and a can of Coke, we just know it's Tammy. If you're not the kind of person who thinks long and hard, you might not upgrade from that or move past that.
Yeah.
You know, so you just do the chicken and a can of Coke for a long time to a point where it just wears out.
True.
Yeah, because as creatives, you got to pivot at some point. Yeah.
That's true. That's so hard as well. Pause. That, what is it? People need to think about, especially I had to add it in the creative industry. You just pivot in, and I think it's one where obviously I've heard it like being told to me, but it's one of those where you just have to go through it. Like man's tell you to pivot, but obviously they're not doing what it is that you're doing. So it's like I can only take what you're saying with a pinch of salt. But then when going through it, what I can see now is when pivoting, you can't expect to obviously have the same numbers and same maybe engagement or responses as you would if you were to post your usual stuff, which you know does well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like sacrificing that, but then it's also like a mental shift again as well. So you started the content. It's like there's so many phases to the whole like creative industry, but it's also part of the like an entrepreneur mindset. You know, you start from, okay, what is it that I want to make content about? Then you go to, okay, let me put out the videos. The videos are flopping, you're not getting much of a reach. Then you have that one video that bangs, you're like, okay, cool, let me stick on this video, stick on that video, wears out, and you're like, crap, now you go back to phase 1. And then it's just like you recycle the process. So it's a mad. Whoa, what was my point? What was it? My point
You're
was
talking about pivoting and how.
Yes. So I think you're
challenges.
You're always pivoting in terms of content. You're just trying to find that one thing that will stick, and then that thing that you can also stay authentic to because it's also yourself.
Yeah.
If you can juggle to that, boom, flying. You know. Okay. Where would you recommend someone to go to? Like myself. So okay, not even like myself because I've been to Nigeria once, but you explaining to a Scouser who's never been to Nigeria before, where would you tell them to go in Nigeria?
I'll look at the Scouser first. If it's a rah-rah Scouser, I'll tell him go Lagos. If it's a calm, collected, laid-back Scouser, for instance, if I'm talking to Scouts Ghetto Gourmet, I'll tell him to go to Abuja.
Is there? Yeah. Okay.
It's calm, laid-back, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to...
what about like Sam Tay or like a Tom Rogan?
I'll tell Sam Tay to go to Lagos. I'll tell Tom Rogan to go to Lagos because if Tom Rogan goes to Lagos, you meet people like him, he'll be able to cope with the buzz. It's very fast. It's like London.
Okay.
But worse.
Yeah. Because there's no infrastructure, would you say? It's like it's just
there is. It's a boom bash type thing. So in London it's I think it's with Nigeria as well. It's either you're rich or you're not.
Yeah.
So you're not really in the middle. So you're seeing
there's no middle class.
It's not really like that. Okay. We just have rich people and we have people who are not rich. Okay. You see You could see a Lamborghini Urus in Lagos parked just beside a Ford Focus. You know, it's like big boom. You know what I'm saying? Big and then it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, there's middle class people, but the thing is, middle class people are not very out there.
Yeah.
So it's either the rich guys are out there, or the people that are struggling to make things work are out there as well. So I think that's the big thing you see in Lagos State if you're from here and you move there. When I first came here, it was kind of a shock to me seeing people live in certain houses and they're not rich. Driving certain cars and they're not rich. Not like car is a measurement to success, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Driving certain cars and they're not rich. They're just like, yeah, we're okay, we're comfortable. I'm thinking if I were to be driving this back home, I have to be Odogu. You get me? And then, so like it's the gradient is less steep here in the UK as compared to back home. Back home is very steep, very very steep. Yeah, so I would recommend, like yourself. You're very well rounded. You would strive anywhere. If you're going by yourself, probably go somewhere calmer and be around calm people, and then walk your way into the noise. But if you're going with people, then we could go Lagos together. And
what's banana? Like I heard Banana Island. Like
Banana Island is just it's a part of Lagos. It's
it's in Lagos.
Yeah, it's in Lagos.
Is it not an island?
It is an island. The whole Lagos is an island. I'm trying to see the right word. It's a segment.
Okay.
It's a region, yes, in Lagos State. So you see how we have postcodes in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
We have
L9 Tufan. You got LA the Grace.
Yeah, exactly.
So Stay Alive.
Like in London, you hear someone say I'm from North London or from South London, East, West. They all are different, slightly different people. They're all from London, but they're slightly different.
Like boroughs, isn't it?
Yeah. So Banana Island is kind of like maybe the West London of Nigeria.
Okay, it's like the Chelsea.
Of Lagos, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just like the posh.
Yeah.
If you've got old money, old money is Ikeja. Old money is Ikeja. Banana Island is like, somewhere in the middle.
That's probably like That's like the Formby of of Nigeria.
Ikeja is old money.
Oh,
billionaires of the 70s, 80s, and
could you say Formby then? Maybe Mago. Nah. Formby or Mago.
Banana Island is kind of old. I think maybe less than 30 years old. This is not fact. I'm not so sure how old, but it's not that old. Yeah. So it's new money going in there. It's very posh. You know, you see newer things there, but you can't mess with the Ikeja money. And then there's Victoria Island. So there's Banana Island. There's Victoria Island.
Okay.
There's this other part. I'm not very knowledgeable about everywhere in Lagos. I've only been in some place in the island. I've lived in the island or on the island for a bit, but there's more to it. There's regions. A Lagosian would tell you more than I would. But from your question about Banana Island, it's just like an estate, an area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, same thing. So you come out to like the Ajah, which is developing now, and it's like I can't even compare it to Liverpool. Liverpool, everywhere is nice.
Yeah. Everywhere's nice in Liverpool. Come on.
It is, bro. Everywhere is nice, man.
I think.
Where do you think is a shitty part of Liverpool?
Dingle.
I used to live in Dingle.
Do you used to live in Dingle?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry,
it's not
brother.
that bad, bro.
I'm so sorry,
That's
brother.
LA too.
It is
Yeah,
LA.
Dingle.
You know what? I'll tell a lie.
Dingle is not.
Dingle ain't too bad. It's just or maybe Kenny.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kenny.
So Kenny is to Liverpool how how like Ajah is to Lagos.
So Kenny, what? So the Ajah of Lagos is Kenny here?
Like Kenny, yeah.
Crazy.
So you come into Liverpool, chances that you're black, chances that you're just going Kenny.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you go Kenny right now, you see bare black brothers, Asians. You know, you come up from there, then you can move to
Maze.
So if you're going Lagos now, you're trying to live there, you don't have bare peas, just go to Ajah area, find a house there. When it rains, it will flood in your house.
Yeah.
Your water will be yellow. Gutters in your area will be smelly.
Chai.
But your house will be decent.
Alright.
You can afford it. Leave there, grind, get your money up, and move out.
Wow.
Or just move to another side of a job that is better. But like that's like where people just mostly go. If you want to be on the island though, if you want to be on the mainland, depending on what you're doing, if you're a creative guy, you're into this internet media and stuff, you want to be on the island because that's where everybody's at. If you go to the mainland, you need to travel. It's like you living in Liverpool and working in Birmingham.
Yeah, okay.
The distance is not that much, but the stress to get there from island to mainland.
Wow, hectic. How do you do it? Don't you have to fly?
No. From the mainland to the island, you catch a bus. You could take a taxi. You could. So bus, taxi, and marwa, keke. You know what that is? Tricycles.
What is it? What did you?
It's tricycles.
Oh, tricycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got one wheel in front, two at the back. It's got a soft top. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Lots of them in
I've seen it in Hollywood films and
exactly.
that.
So it's the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
So you take a combination of that and a bus and maybe some bikes, depending on where you're going. Or you could just take a taxi. But the taxi, because it's a car, might get stuck in traffic for a longer time.
What
so
about
you might
Okadas?
Okada, yeah. So you might just jump on Okada and just
we crazy
and do
though.
the hezzy.
I was gonna do it in 2014 when I went. Yeah. But then my mom was like, "Don't even dare! Like, I shouldn't try."
It's fun,
like,
but you need to learn how to sit.
Yeah, bro. That was so uncomfortable.
That's what I didn't understand at first. I didn't understand the fact that people come from outside of Nigeria, come to Nigeria, and they don't know how to sit on the back. I'm like, what do you mean? But it's a skill. You need to learn how to sit and lean forward,
bro,
and like be in unison with the motion. If you don't know how to sit on a bike, you fall off.
Bro, and if you fall off in traffic, what the hell?
But to all Nigerians, it's second nature. Everybody knows how to sit on a bike.
That's smart.
Like just,
hey, yo.
Easy.
Like, hey,
but it's a skill you build. You don't even know you're building it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's really fun. Trust me.
I got one more. UK creators versus UK creators versus Nigerian creators. What would you say is the biggest difference that you've noticed?
Big difference. I don't think there's a difference. I think it's all around the culture of the Nigerian creators are just making content around what Nigerians will relate to. If you watch Nigerian content, typically you might not relate to it. And if a Nigerian watches most of the UK content, might not really relate to it. So the difference. Yo, bro, it's hard, you know. It's really hard.
Personally, I feel like what I noticed anyway with, I say, majority of Nigerian creators that I'm watching, them man don't care.
Yeah, they really don't care.
Like literally, they are outside, extroverted, and let it be known that, yo, this is who I am, this is what I'm on, and stand on it. You know, they don't really shy away.
I think the UK creators are more accessible. So you could be a big
in terms
creator.
of collaborations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just collaborations, but generally you could run into anybody in the UK, and it's hi.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, chances are, I'm trying to think. In the United Kingdom, who would come here and make a scene, and a crowd would come out?
Maybe a footballer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A footballer, you have to be like Stormzy. Stormzy comes out here of car here. Maybe a crowd might come.
Yeah.
But back home, then people are. I think it's just a Nigerian thing. It's a formal crowd.
Yeah.
You see your favorite content creator, a crowd would come. It's a formal crowd. They're like really,
it's the phenomena.
Really held in high regard like that.
Crazy.
But here, people are more. Hi, hello.
Yeah, wants to keep it humble and a bit mellow, you know.
But what you're doing in Liverpool, if you were Nigerian, you'll be moving
cordially.
Yeah.
You know,
you'll be moving in a certain way, you know, in a car, tinted, you know, with extra people around you.
Yeah.
Because people they love you, so they come to show you the love, and it just makes it.
That's wholesome.
Makes it uncomfortable every time.
Yeah, of course.
You're coming to Joe and the Juice now, because everybody passing it, they're coming.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference. But it's not really about the content. It's just about our culture.
Yeah.
Oh, she knows you.
I don't know. She just
She probably knows you. Yeah, she knows who you are. So yeah, I think it's just the culture. Like I said, the communal spirit. You know, people care more about each other.
Yeah. 100%. Me understand. Me get, yeah.
Do you like cars, Tammy?
Do I like cars?
Yeah, I like cars.
You know what? I obviously know you love cars. My dad loves cars also. And I have a friend who I went to church with, he loves cars so much that now what he does, he takes them apart and in his back garage and just like, puts them together and, will kind of like, do his own thing.
Does he resell them?
Yeah, he resell cars as well. His name, I don't know, he's a low-key guy, Ghanaian guy, I call him Mr. Joshua, Ghanaian brother, but so safe. And I didn't clock what he was doing, but he's literally like makes cars and sells them as well. So I was
Because
like,
people buy cars from like co-parts.
Yeah.
Fix it up, sell it, make an interest and do it again.
But what I found were my interests, I love what they look like. You know what I mean? So
that's how it starts.
Yeah, so I've started to take an interest in obviously just observing, just looking, because obviously I don't drive in it.
Yeah.
But by God's grace this year, because I got my license, like boom, I'll just get my first car. First car doesn't have to be anything fancy, just get me from A to B, I beg. But yeah, I've started to look at cars and I'm just like, this one looks nice, but obviously looking at mileage and stuff. I can't even go into detail on obviously like specs and stuff, and, exhaust sizes and whatever, engine size. But if it looks nice to me, then I'm like, yeah, cool. Like I like my long cars, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So my 7 Series, I like them.
And the S Series for Mercedes.
Yeah, I like them. Also, but like my dream car just has to be a Rolls Royce, bro. I just need a Rolls Royce in my life.
At the end of the day, you will get it, bro.
By God's grace.
Yeah, you definitely will get it. The thing about mileage, it's kind of an indication. It's like age for humans. It's an indication of how long the car has been around and how much it's done. But it doesn't really mean that high mileage cars are bad. There's a high mileage car that's properly maintained, and there's a low mileage car that was trashed. It was just been around. Maybe it's on like 20K. You think, that's low mileage, but then the oil has never been changed. The owner was just hitting every curb, getting every pothole. So on the dash, it looks low mileage, but there's so many things that's potentially wrong with it as compared to the other high mileage car that was properly looked after, serviced on time. It's got all the service history. You can see that what was done at what time, and so yeah. But obviously, if you're coming into cars, you want to look at low mileage cars just to be safe. But someone like myself, I'm looking at more things. I could go buy a 120,000 mile car, 150,000 mile car if the service history looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? But then, so the mileage is high. After the mileage is, does that just devalue the car? Like, cars have certain amount of miles that they can do, no?
Yeah, so market-wise, the higher the mileage, the lower the value.
Yeah.
But like I said, if
it gets to like 300 miles, will it stop?
300,000, it won't stop. That's the thing. So you could technically drive a car to 900,000 miles.
But then there's more probability that something will go wrong with the car.
Yeah, it will. So let's say taking a car over like 300,000, maybe you would have gone to a point where the engine wears out and you replace the engine and you're still going. So with certain cars, they go longer than some. Some manufacturers go, baby light don't go. Some manufacturers go farther than some. Some like, we can go up to 400, 500 and still. Some cars can go up to 100,000 and you wouldn't need to replace any part. And some you start replacing parts at maybe like 70K. Some could go up to 200K. You wouldn't have to replace parts, just the consumables. So it varies. It varies. I love cars. I'm very big into cars, like going deep into them over and over. Like you said, it starts with the looks, and then you start to look at performance, and then you start to look at, the interior, stuff like that. But obviously, I love cars, bro. It's a big part of my life. I can't wait to manifest that side of me.
What's your first car gonna be? Or no, what's your dream? Yeah, let's tell her.
My dream car is dream car. It changes every time. It's too many options. It's like the way you said a Rolls Royce. I like Rolls Royce, but I don't see like it's a dream car. The Porsche is my dream car. So in my old age, it's probably going to be maybe some crazy type of Porsche, maybe a 918 Spider Carrera GT. I'm like, oh yeah, I've gone to the pinnacle of it. Because with cars, the more you go, you just want to keep going up. So a dream car for me. But right now, I want to get a BMW, an M4. But it doesn't make sense for me to just jump from not having a car to an M4. You got to start someplace and build up to that. I'm big on starting small and not just jumping from not having a car to buying an M4. It's like, I'm not going to maximize it because, it's a very powerful car, lots of horsepower, it's rear wheel drive. It's either I crash it or I'm playing safe and not enjoying the car. So I need to grow from like the 2 liters, then 3 liters, and 4 liters, twin turbos, V8, and just keep going. So yeah, I love Porsches, I love BMWs, I love some Audis. I like the RS4, no, the RS5. I like the RS6 Avant. So it's called a dad wagon. It's a hatchback. I liked. I'm not a big fan of Mercedes-Benz. They're great cars. I respect them, but I'm not really like Mercedes-Benz fan. I love Ferraris. But yeah, I think Ferraris for when you're a big man properly. You know, you got your money's not new money. Then, but I don't think Ferraris for new money.
Yeah.
I think you can get into Porsches as new money.
Ferrari's FE money though.
Yeah, Ferrari's serious money. Yeah. So not just about buying the car, but keeping up with the
maintenance
what comes
of
with it.
Yeah.
I think that's Ferrari. Porsches and Ferraris are not on the same level. I think Ferraris are like the Lamborghini side of things, the Bentley side of things. Porsches are more.
I've 100% seen one more Porsches than I've seen Ferraris.
They're beginner friendly, I would say. Yeah. So you could just go buy a base model Carrera 991 generation, and they're very strong as well. So you drive them around for a long time. With the Ferrari, you should be worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porsches and Lang, bro. I'd love to have that as like a second car.
I think. Hopefully someday I get a Ferrari when I'm very grounded. Like, I have a Ferrari. I want
I just want to keep you there, you know, just be there.
Yeah, and one of my car dreams is being able to have a car that I can drive, especially if it's a BMW. I really want to have a BMW that I will own till I'm old and put as much miles on it as possible, take it around the world. Anywhere I can drive a car to, I want to take it there. Like Europe, starting with Europe, drive it all around Europe. Ship it to somewhere else, drive it around, ship it back, you know. And at the end of my days, like 70 years, I don't know how old I'll live for, but look at the car with like 600,000 miles on it. Yeah, I don't want to
memories, man.
Baby cars. Just drive them.
That'll be cool.
But yeah, Tommy, it was a nice conversation. We're just here, just rambling, talking about everything.
I know.
What happened? Nice, memory filled up there. But anyways, I hope we get to do this more often and find more curated topics
as well as people.
Yeah. For now, we're just keeping it very organic and chatting about life.
Of course, man.
And yeah, it was good to taste the slapping coffee. Shout out Joe and the Juice. They're not sponsored, by the way. Joe and the Juice, you need to send peas, but it's all good. Your coffee slaps, so big ups to you. Timberland, you need to send peas too. Everybody needs to send money, basically.
Just run your wallet. See you even watching this, run your wallet, man.
Send us an email. What are you doing?
Like what?
Yo, Tammy has got motion. Send.
Steadily, man.
Let's
Steadily.
work.
We're trying. 2026, we're trying.
Anyways, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again on the next one. Cheers.
Nice one, la.
Hi, Shmi. I'm guys.
Yes,
Cheers.